Today is 656th day that I come here to share lessons I learn, and I'm learning. I hope this will support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. So, are you living a good life? There's a lot of different measures that you're able to measure how you live your life, but today I want to speak about a specific topic. And the question is, are you living a godly life? How well are you living a godly life? Because if faith is important for you, that means you're able to ask how well you follow your steps to live a very well a godly life. So today we'll cover 12 things that you're able to really measure. Are you really living a godly life? So let's get started. So first thing is understand and study your faith. So how much do you really spend studying your faith? Because for a long time I used to think that, okay, I'm able to label myself, but why are you labeling yourself in one way if you really don't study the label? That means if you are Christian, Muslim, or any other religion, or maybe you are atheist, maybe it doesn't matter, but you're able to study of your of definition of your label, because we need to get better in whatever we do. That means if you want to be the best Christian, study Christianity. If you want to be the best Muslim, study Islam, read the book, really study yourself that you understand that you could be the best in your faith. Number 2 is prayer and meditation. Prayer and meditation. That means that you really need to meditate on all the things that you learn, pray, really spend time with yourself and with your beliefs, that you understand that you're able to make sure that you have a strong foundation, and meditation and prayer builds that strong foundation. It's very, very important to have a prayer that you can build that foundation. Number 2 is practice love and compassion. There is no really a godly life without love. Love is one of the essentials. You need to love yourself, you need to love your neighbor, you need to love others, and really have this compassion. Because every single religion, as I know, is really saying that you need to love each other. You need to love your neighbor and show example. Because a lot of times people say, oh, you live wrong. No, you need to look in yourself, how you live. Because when you're able to look into yourself, how you live, and people need to get inspired by you, not fear of you. So, of course, we need to really have that love and compassion. Is very, very important. Number 4 is forgiveness. Because you need to forgive somebody to be forgiven. So the easier for you to forgive, the easier people will forgive you. So that means it's very important to forgive, because I could tell you that it was not easy for me. I have a tendency to really think, okay, if you do that for me, so I will do even worse for you. And for me, I needed to really work very hard to really change the default. And if someone did something to me, so what happened? What happened in their life? So if they did something to me, I'm not able to judge. I do not judge anymore, because I'm not the person who responds for judging. I'm in control of my own attitude, of my own responsibilities, of really taking care of myself and forgive and move on. Because if I forgive, I forgive because I know that I care about myself much more. Because if I still think about someone else who did something to me, that means I'm hurting myself, because I'm not able to allow good emotions into my life. So when you forgive and you close that door, then you open the door of really all the positive emotions. So forgiveness is for yourself, not for others. Number 5 is honesty and integrity. So if you want to live a godly life, of course you need to be honest and really live your life based on you. So that means you need to say one thing and do exactly the same thing. So the integrity is that when you say one thing and you do the same thing. So that means if you say that the faith is number one thing in your life, do you show by your deeds, do you show by your actions that this is exactly what you say? Because a lot of times when you look into your calendar, in your schedule, in your time allocation, in your money allocation, you start to realize where are your priorities. A lot of times people say, oh, like, I really want you to study Bible. But when you look into where they read, what kind of books you read, last 10 books they read, and they didn't read Bible even one chapter. So that means you need to understand, okay, what is the most important for you and how you allocate your time to understand that your priorities aligns with your time and money allocation. And that shows honesty and integrity. Number 6 is serve others. Of course, you need to love, have compassion for others. At the same time, you need to serve others. Act of kindness, value other people. That really find a places where you're able to show act of kindness and really serve others in a lot of different ways. It's you're able to say something nice to the other person. You're able to give your energy. You give your attention. You give your time and money. So there's a lot of different ways that you're able to do. Volunteering is one of the ways that you're able to serve others. So it means that if you don't have one resource, you need to ask what kind of resource do I have at the moment that I could serve others? Because one of the beautiful things is that serving others is for everyone. Every single person is able to serve people. Number 7 is practice humility. Humility is a beautiful thing. Probably is one of the most beautiful things. People who live a good life, they understand how important it is to be humble. Because you understand that it's not about you, it's about others, about legacy, about making a difference, about serving others. And it doesn't matter how good your skill is, it's not you, it's a skill set. And people are able to see every single person as equal. And that's the most beautiful thing when you meet a person and you know that it doesn't matter who you are, they will treat you as a $1 million, as a $1 billion. Because they know that they value you. And that's I think that is the most important part. When you're able to be humble and act in humility, you will see each other as equals. Number 8 is avoid harmful habits. Now, of course, it's every single person most likely have some habits that they want to take away. But at the same time, we need to work very hard to avoid them. And I think that when we take care of all other steps, really working very hard to serve others, to add value to others, we're able to understand that we're able to avoid those bad habits. Now, of course, sometimes it's good to avoid those bad habits for ourselves. But when you really lose yourself in serving others, it's much easier really to avoid those bad habits as well. Number 9 is gratitude. Like, gratitude is one of the most beautiful things in life. I truly believe that gratefulness, appreciation, could help to transform anyone's life. Anyone could use gratitude and appreciation in life. And when what you appreciate, it's such a powerful thing. I could never stop speaking how important it is to have gratitude. Because gratitude is able to bring you in the present moment. Gratitude is able to bring you from the past that you always have anxiety and all about the past. Gratitude could bring from the future and really move to the present moment. And then gratitude allows you to be in the present moment and experience that present moment and be grateful for every single thing that you have. And it's such a beautiful thing. So gratitude is very important to live a golden life. Number 10 is self-reflection. How are you supposed to know how good you are in living a good life without reflection? It's not possible. You need to reflect. And of course, you need to reflect on a weekly basis. What I did this week to really live a good life. What did they do today? What did they do this month to grow, to get better, improve? Because it's important to have self-reflection, because only after you reflect, you're able to adjust, pivot. Because, again, in life is not a perfection that matters. What matters is excellence. Excellence is being great 80% of the time. Because we will never be able to be perfect. There is nothing in life perfect. That's why we need to pursue excellence. And when we pursue that, we need to reflect on consistent basis. Number 11 is be part of community. If you want to be living a good life, we need to be part of community. We want to serve. We want to be part of the team. Of course, if you're on your own, how are you supposed to live this kind of life? Of course, it's very important to find a community that you are able to serve them. And of course, community needs to be part and add value to you as well. Because if you are community, but you just add value, but you don't receive anything in return, of course, that is not a healthy community. So you need to find a community that is the most beneficial for you and the community itself. And the last 12 is acceptance and tolerance. So that means, of course, to live a good life means that you need to accept your peers, accept yourself, accept everyone around you, and tolerate. Now, of course, there's a lot of people say that there's polarization in life. Polarization is happening because a lot of times people stop accepting each other. Okay, if you this kind of way, okay, I don't want to speak with you. I have heard a lot of people who said, oh, when they mention that they like somebody, they right away, they say, I don't want to do business with you. Like, how are you supposed to say that? Don't want to do business with you because you like certain person. That is ridiculous. For me, like, you need to figure out, like, say, what you're able to tolerate. You tolerate a person because they have values, strong beliefs that you really admire, not because they follow somebody. That is polarization, and I will never accept that. So that means we need to understand that, well, again, I will never accept that people do not accept. So I need to accept that some people do not have awareness as well. So that means that I need to work on accepting and tolerating other people, the way how they see the world. See how easy it is to say that I do not accept the things that other people do. So even me, that I'm teaching a lesson, acceptance, I was already getting into the false belief that I will not accept other way of thinking. So of course, we always need to learn, improve, and pivot, because that is important. Because I do not know how to live 100% goal life, but I could tell you that I'm working on that. I'm working every single day to get better, improve, and really show that I'm living worthy of following life. And what I need to do, I need to believe myself that I'm worthy to follow myself. Because number one thing is that you need to lead yourself first before you're able to lead someone else. So I hope you just win, and see you tomorrow.